All right, today we are jumping into a high-stakes story of betrayal, strategy, and just catastrophic failure, all happening in the world of GTA 5. We're going to break down a plan that goes wrong in pretty much every way imaginable.
Okay, let's get right into it. The whole thing kicks off with a bombshell that turns our protagonist Michael's entire world completely upside down. Imagine this. The one guy you trust, for every plan, for every single heist, he's turned on you.
And that's really the heart of the conflict. This isn't just business, it's deeply personal. Michael's most trusted planner, the genius Lester, is secretly feeding information to his arch-nemesis, the ruthless crime lord Tommy Vercetti. Now, if you're a big GTA fan, you know Vercetti isn't in GTA 5. This whole story actually comes from a popular online narrative that imagines this crossover, and honestly, it raises the stakes immensely.
So let's break down who's who on the board here. You've got Michael, right in the thick of it, just trying to keep his family safe. You've got the clear-cut traitor, Lester, and the villain, Tommy. But then look at this wild card, October. We have no idea whose side she's really on. And of course, holding it down for Michael, you've got his loyal crew, Franklin and Trevor.
So, facing a betrayal this deep, Michael knows he can't just walk into another one of Lester's traps. It forces him and his new allies to cook up their own high-stakes gambit to try and turn the tables.
And right on cue, Lester calls with a so-called perfect plan. Use a remote-controlled car rigged with a bomb to take out Tommy. But Michael smells a rat immediately. He knows that bomb isn't meant for Tommy. It's a trap, and it's designed to eliminate him.
So Michael's first move is a smart one, a defensive one. He plays along, takes the RC car, drives it out to a remote reservoir, and just sinks it. Trap disarmed. For the moment, the immediate threat is gone. And right then, just as Michael's figuring out what to do next, our mystery woman, October, steps in. She basically dismisses everything they've done so far and says she has a much better, much more audacious plan. It's time to go on the attack.
And this is her three-step counteroffensive. Step 1. Instead of Michael, they send a look-alike. Step 2. They let Tommy's crew think they've won, let them kidnap the decoy and take him back to their hideout. And that leads to Step 3. In doing so, they lead Michael's forces right to their front door for a massive surprise attack.
But here's the thing, right? The whole operation, absolutely everything, is riding on this one critical deception. We're talking about fooling Tommy Vercetti, a guy known for being paranoid and meticulous. If he suspects for even a second that something is off, this entire plan just collapses.
So let's move to the execution and see how this all plays out. The team puts their plan into motion, but the reality they're about to run into is far more brutal than they ever could have imagined.
The first phase unfolds not with a big firefight, but with this terrifying, surgical precision. The decoy shows up at this empty port. It's eerily quiet. Then, out of nowhere, a single truck appears, slams into the car, and the decoy is snatched in seconds. It's clean, efficient, and honestly, pretty chilling.
So Michael and October manage to track the truck, and it leads them to this secluded warehouse. They've found the enemy's lair. They believe they finally have the upper hand. The trap is about to be sprung.
Michael calls in the cavalry. And we're not talking about a small team here. We're talking 2 truckloads of Franklin's gang. That's over 50 heavily armed members ready to swarm this warehouse and end the whole thing right here, right now.
From a safe distance, Michael and October hear exactly what they expected. A sudden, violent eruption of gunfire, a huge explosion. It sounds like a completely one-sided fight. Then, just as quickly as it started, it goes completely, unnervingly silent.
So Michael moves in, and he's expecting to find his crew victorious, standing over the enemy. But instead, he walks into a scene of absolute carnage. He walks into a massacre.
The scene inside is just devastating. Franklin's entire crew, all 50+ of them, have been completely wiped out. It's a total slaughter, and it's brutal proof that they catastrophically underestimated their enemy.
A lone, terrified survivor tells them the horrifying truth. This wasn't a battle, it was an execution. A tiny force of just 3 or 4 of Tommy's people dismantled an army of 50. That's not just about firepower. That's a whole different level of training and ruthlessness. And this is the moment that shatters Michael's whole understanding of the guy he's facing. He expected to find a cornered rat. Instead, he found a monster. He thought overwhelming numbers would guarantee a win, but he learned that superior tactics and sheer brutality meant everything.
So, at the end of the day, Michael is left in a way more vulnerable position than when he started. His grand plan is in shambles, his strongest allies are gone, and his enemy, Tommy Vercetti, is not only still standing, but has proven to be a tactical nightmare.
And this brings us to the final, chilling mystery of the whole operation. In all that chaos, Tommy's men didn't kill the body double. They took him. So the goal wasn't just to eliminate Michael. It's something else, something way more calculated.
This catastrophic failure forces a complete reassessment. The game has totally changed, and Michael is left wondering, how do you possibly fight an enemy you can't outsmart, you can't overpower, and whose true motives you don't even understand?